A beautiful woman had just emerged from the water. Her body, drenched all over, accentuated her graceful figure even more. Jack was left speechless and stared in awe at this scene. The beauty walked straight into the small cabin, took off her clothes, and started taking a shower. Jack peeked through a crack at the woman, whose figure was faintly visible. Just as Jack was lost in his wild thoughts, the woman's husband, John, came over. Jack was hired by John to inspect the sailboat. John was a new neighbor who had just moved in, and Jenny was his wife. On the very first day they arrived, Jack had already noticed the young and pretty Jenny, and it seemed that Jenny had also noticed Jack. Just then, Jack was called away by his father. It turned out that John had heard that Jack knew a lot about sailboats, so he wanted Jack to help him repair the sailboat and would pay him by the hour. Jack readily agreed, thinking that this would give him a chance to get close to Jenny. At night, Jack lay in bed, tossing and turning, unable to fall asleep. He looked over at the neighbor's house and was surprised to find that Jenny hadn't drawn the curtains. Jack was thrilled. The beautiful sight was fully exposed before his eyes. At this moment, Jack had no idea that he was about to step into the trap that Jenny had carefully set up for him step by step. The next morning, Jack suddenly heard Jenny scream. He rushed over immediately. Jenny was standing helplessly beside the car. It turned out that there was just a little spider, and Jack casually got rid of it. Then he helped Jenny start the car. At this moment, Jenny unexpectedly leaned in towards him.
You know, sometimes you just have to push in.
After the car was fixed, Jack left happily. That night, when Jack came home from work, he was surprised to find Jenny waiting for him at the door. Jenny said she had forgotten her keys and asked Jack to go and help her. Jack didn't hesitate to agree. Jack took off his shirt, wrapped a stone in it, and smashed the glass with one blow. He opened the front door for Jenny and then was about to go home. But Jenny saw his wound and said she wanted him to come inside so she could bandage it for him. Jenny crouched down to clean Jack's wound and even blew gently on it to soothe the pain. Jack couldn't resist the temptation any longer and leaned in to kiss Jenny. He quickly apologized, but to his surprise, Jenny didn't reject him. The two of them spent the whole night together in an intimate embrace. After that, the two of them always secretly thought about each other. No matter when or where they were, they would engage in their secret affair. One day, Jack received a text message from Jenny. Jenny said that something bad had happened and asked Jack to come to her house immediately. Jack was extremely nervous. It wasn't until night that Jack went to see Jenny. Jack asked Jenny if John had discovered their secret, but Jenny didn't say a word. When Jack turned around, he saw that John was lying in a pool of blood. From then on, Jack had completely fallen into Jenny's trap. The name of this movie is Wish Upon.